that you wanna know, that she thinks you know, that you're on the phone, that she thinks you know.
The note is perfect.
That I want you to know.
All right, camera is rolling.
That was straight butane, bro. That was bad. Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, cool. All right, so let's reflect on the year so far. How's it been?
Well, I've been working a lot, just off the music. Just been putting in a lot of hours at my job. I'm waiting for this new job to start up. Just trying to focus on building enough funds to be able to fund the music. You know, that's been my biggest problem these last year and a half, is just trying to find money to fund the things that I want to do. So once I start this new job, you know, everything is going to start going as planned and things are going to be able to actually get done. You know, that's the one thing that I'm trying to do starting now going forward. I just want to be able to complete projects that I'm thinking about. You know, I'm thinking about all these different things, but I'm never really able to apply myself to them. I'm in a relationship now. That's going great. You know, it's good to be surrounded by somebody that, you know, is always, not even from like a friend's perspective, but like a caring, intimate perspective as well. You know, I'm happy that I've been able to find somebody that genuinely cares about me and all of me. And it doesn't matter like what I'm wearing or what car I drive or who I hang out with. It's the fact that she loves me, and I hold that near and dear to my heart, and I love her to death too. You know, I'm just focusing on new music as well. I'm changing my sound. A lot of things that I thought were the sound that I wanted to continue my career with aren't really necessarily the sound. I've found myself kind of mixing my rap and my singing. You know, a lot of people would say it's like Pierre Bourne type of style. I take a lot of inspiration from Pierre Bourne. So, you know, I was so scared of actually making that music in the first place. But then one day I was like, you know what, bro, like, let me just try it. I listened to it a lot. I think I could come up with my own vibe. And now that I did, you know, I'm just trying to take this sound that I got and expand on it and grow on it. And I don't know, man. Let's see where it could take us. But I'm loving the music I'm making right now. We got For the Sleepers coming out soon, July 30th. Zero Dark 47 EP is already out, and that's kind of a showcase of the direction my sound is taking, and I love that EP to death. You know, I love the cover art too, man. It's just, I've been getting better at cover arts also. You know, me as an artist, just as a whole this year, has done a lot of growth, and I just can't wait to take all this momentum and bring it into the next year, or just to, you know, cap up the summer.
So you talked about kind of being a little nervous or fearful of being like, you know, taking that step to make a new sound because you weren't sure. Like, what really pushed you? Because changing what you do as an artist is always a little different at first. But what was the moment that made you really push and be like, no, I am gonna do this? Like, what was that moment?
Well, I've always been changing sounds. It depends on what type of sound I really feel like doing in that moment. So when it comes to this new sound, like I said, I really just wanted to try and find a lane for myself in that type of sound. Like, okay, Artie could rap his ass off. Artie could sing a little bit. You know, he doesn't have the voice where he's doing like Billie Eilish or Olivia Rodrigo or like Whitney Houston type songs, but he definitely has a melodic voice, and it's clean and it's clear. So I wanted to take the two and try and incorporate it into this new sound that I'm doing, because I didn't want to do too much of the rap anymore. You know, for me and artists that are like me in the sense of how they create, you know, I get tired very easily of sounds. You know, like I'll even, to the point where I don't even listen to that genre of music. You know, I'll literally go to a completely different genre of music listening wise, and it kind of trickles down into my music. So, you know, that's really it when it comes to that, because I'm just, you know, it's another sound, something that I feel more comfortable with. I haven't felt this comfortable since I started rapping.
So what you talked about it a little bit, but what is it really like being an independent artist? You talked about, you know, needing the funds. Like, a lot of people don't realize like how much money it is just to. Let's wait for the. Okay. A lot of people don't really realize like what it takes, like money wise, So what has that kind of been like, and just overall like being independent?
Well, being an independent artist, it shows you that you have to really do everything on your own. You know, if you're not willing to sign or get people to get you people that work out all the little nooks and crannies, whatever, the bells and whistles, I guess. Yeah, that's the saying.
Yeah.
All the other bells and whistles, like the posting or putting your lyrics through the streaming services, syncing the song lyrics, making your cover arts, getting people to repost your stuff, popping out to shows, making your own shows. There's a lot of things that you have to do as an independent artist that the label already gives you if you sign. The only problem is how much money you're seeing at the end of the day. And being an independent artist, for me, it's helped me kind of keep all the other things in my life kind of in check, because now I realize, all right, listen, like I have to budget myself. I have to make sure that I have enough time. I have to make sure I have enough money to do certain things. And for me in the beginning, like I was very all over the place and unorganized. I still found myself being a little bit unorganized in certain areas, but definitely being an independent artist keeps your head in a direction of just this needs to go there, that needs to go there, and that needs to go there. And yeah, that's really it. And whoever wants to be an independent artist, go right ahead, because I think that's the better move. You just have to understand it comes with a lot of work, comes with a lot of patience, it comes with a lot of listening as well. You know, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now because, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now if it weren't for the lessons that I've learned through my peers and my mentors. You know, everything's about growth and everything's about learning from other people. And as an independent artist, you're going to have to do a lot of that very fast.
Could you kind of describe like the mindset shift from, let's say, like when you were making Raw 2, like where you were mentally and musically compared to, like, you know, Zero Dark 47 or like For the Sleepers? Like, what if you could describe that shift?
I don't know if it was necessarily like a shift. In what way you mean?
I guess like, were you in a different place, or like did you approach making it differently? Like it's a very different sound. Does the place you were kind of reflect that?
Absolutely. When I was making Raw 2, I was working a very what's the word? I was just working a very hands-on job. You know, I was doing a lot of picking up, putting down, and on top of that, I was driving to the middle of nowhere, Long Island, exit 62, to go to work every single day. I definitely was just so, not angry, but I was angry in a way, actually. You know, thinking about it now, like, I was angry, I was stressed out, and I feel like Raw 2 is a clear example of, if you look at it from a deeper perspective, a person who's stressed out. You know, a fallen angel kind of encapsulates that whole entire experience that I was going through for those couple months. Now making Zero Dark 47 and For the Sleepers and dropping the little singles, I've gotten better with the creation of my music as well, on top of my schedule getting better. You know, now I'm not working in the middle of nowhere every single day. Like, I have time for myself. I have time to work on the music. You know, my creative process has also changed. Shout out to Just Call Me Rose. Absolute legend, by the way. Kid is a GOAT, and you're gonna hear about him one day, 100,000%. You know, he showed me you know, these new ways of just recording and just getting your vocals down efficiently and having every single thing that you want just there for you in an efficient way. And so the creation of my music has been easier. It's helped my freestyling a lot. You know, I feel like if I don't have a flow with the freestyles, I can't think of anything. Like if the studio session stop, pause, stop there, I can't think. But when I record with Rose, it's just a consistent, like, our chemistry is very, very good. So my music has definitely gotten better, and my situation mentally has also gotten better.
So if you were to describe, if someone asked you what does it mean to be an artist for you, like when you create art or just being an artist, what does that mean to you as just, you know, arty?
I mean, I've always been creating. Like, even before I was Slouch, I've been writing music since I was 8 years old. I've been dancing since the day Michael Jackson died. I became obsessed with music. So, you know, what the music does for Artie as a human being, you know, it's in my name, bro. First 3 letters, bro. You know, it's like it was meant to be, you know. So everything has just been a process, and to look back at like who I was like as a kid, to think would I be doing the shit that I'm doing now? Probably. You know,
Yeah.
like probably because I've always wanted this. I've always wanted to do this. So, what does the music mean for Artie? Well, Artie is the music, and that's how it's always been. You can ask anybody who knows me. Ever since a child, bro, I've just been moving. I've been dancing, catching a vibe, always listening to music. I was an actor, bro. I was doing a lot of things before the music that showed my artistic ability and my understanding of rhythm and patience. And it is me. I am art. That's really it.
Who are some of the? You've been saying you've been making art for forever. Who was your earliest inspiration just to make stuff? It could be someone. It could be like someone who's famous. It could just be someone like.
Well, my
local
first
or-
ever inspiration was Michael Jackson. Like I said, the day he died, I remember where I was. I was in the living room. I was sitting on the floor, and my dad actually came into the room, and the news was on, and it was Michael Jackson died. You know, it was the overview of Neverland, his huge ass mansion.
Yeah.
And my oldest brother, Josh, huge Michael Jackson fan. He was sobbing, crying. So I'm in the middle, and I'm like, well, I was like, what was that 2009? So I was 8. Yeah, I was 8. Literally when I started making music. And I was like, who died? And my dad was like, oh, Michael Jackson died. Do you know who Michael Jackson is already? And I was like, nah, I have no idea who the fuck Michael Jackson is. And then my brother turned around and he was like, it was like one of those things where it was like, you don't know who Michael Jackson is? And then ever since then, he picked me up and we watched Michael Jackson that whole entire day, showed me every music video. And then every day going forward, we would just listen to Michael Jackson over and over and over again. And he would, and it was crazy because I remember it so vividly now. He would tell me certain things to do because he taught me how to exactly sound like Michael Jackson. Like he was like, no, like in between the songs he goes, da, right? And I was like, and then I would catch it and I'd be like, da, like, do you remember how we all began? You were young and innocent then. Like shit like that, like those little shits like that. He taught me how to be so intricate with my music that it kind of obviously helped me as I got older, as I continued to write music. It just helped because I already had that understanding and that basis of how music should sound. It's fucking crazy. So Michael Jackson, to wrap that up, Michael Jackson was my first like real inspiration for real. He was the first person that really like, I was like, oh, music.
Yeah, that's really cool. I guess.
Oh wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
I can't even forget this. But even before that, actually, I would always be in the car, listening to, my mom would always play Bon Jovi, or like whatever she listened to. So Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, she would listen to a lot as well, and you know I was listening to that shit like way before Michael Jackson. So I was listening to a lot of different sounds like at a very young age. I was always just listening to different music. It would go from T.I. Rihanna to Mariah Carey, and then to like bands like Green Day or Bon Jovi, like I just said. Like, sorry, I'll move. My fault.
That's fine.
I'm just really comfortable right here. That's why.
As you should. I guess like, so that was kind of the past. Present you, like, what's some of the who are just like presently? Who are you listening to? Like, who's on your repeat?
I'm listening to so many people, bro. Well, first I'm listening to the gang: Cardona, Akumi, Declan, Danny, Jesse, Thomas, Aiden, Joe Neal. I'm still bumping Tay shit. So shout out to all them guys for real. That's my family. And if I forgot somebody, please don't take it personally. I am a little fried.
What?
But you know, there's been a lot of change in my music. Repeat the question. I kind of got lost in the shout outs.
So
Who am I listening to?
Yes,
Sorry.
you're there.
Who am I listening to? I'm listening to Kasky. Shout out Kasky. I've been trying to get this man to listen to my music for the longest time. Listen, bro. If you see this at some point, just know, bro. Mad love, bro. Black Sheep 47. You know what I mean? We can make that happen any day. Just fucking call me, bro. I would love to. Imagine this is him. I wonder. Wait, let's see. Nah, someone like my story. That's pretty fire.
I'll take it.
But like mainstream rappers, I'm still listening to Gunna. I'm listening to a lot of Yeet. You guys are already gonna see it in Slouch's Volume 3. Slouch Story, Episode 3, I should say.
Yeah.
I talk about Yeet already. I'm listening to a lot of him. I'm listening.
That was before it was even like, I mean, he was still popular, but that was like a little bit before the complete blow. You were listening to him before the blow up too, but that was recorded. Like I remember, like
Good music is good music, bro.
Yeah, like we
That's all I
had that
can say.
studio session. I remember I recorded you talking about Yeet, and then like 2 weeks later, like my fucking like my grandmother would know Yeet. Yeah, I mean, it was like weird. It was
Listen,
like,
bro. Listen, the Minions.
The Minions.
That's the hardest bag you could ever get, bro.
Yeah,
The Minions.
The Minion bag. Is
Yeah,
crazy.
my song's on the trailer. You can't get any better than that. But besides that, man, I know there's so many that I'm like, and then I'm listening to like little like underground artists like here and there. I'm not really listening to too much mainstream stuff. I listen to it in the car. My girl plays it, or my mom, or my sister. Oh, I fuck with Harry Styles. New Brent Faiyaz album, smash hit. Brent Faiyaz album, absolutely crazy. Ghetto Gatsby is my favorite off that. What else? I know there's probably so many, and I'm just zoning out. I don't even know. I really just be listening to myself too, bro. I really just be listening to my own music.
Let's see.
Like all day, every day.
I guess like, so personal goals. This could be a. Do you have any personal goals for like the rest of the year? Like this could be a. You lost the lighter.
Oh yeah. It was good. Continue.
Okay. I guess like, where'd you see yourself at the end of the year, or maybe in 5 years, however you want. This could be music wise, or just personal wise. It could be Slouch or Artie, like whichever goal you want to talk about.
There's a lot of things I want to finish, like towards the end of this year. Or not finish, but probably start. You know. Personally, there's a lot of things that I want to sharpen up on. Music wise, I feel like honestly, if I put enough time into the music, I'm doing it every day. I know my sound is going to get better. I know the videos are going to get better. The content's going to get better. The connections are going to grow. I know that's fine. I kind of focus more on Artie as a person and the things that I need to deal with on a personal level. Those are the things that I definitely have a priority right now, because I really think the music is inevitable. Like I'm gonna be a musician till the day I die. Like that's already set in stone. Like that's it. So it's not really necessarily that. I know that's gonna pop out at some point, but I'm just trying to focus out on Artie as the individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you could go back 1 year ago to 2021, like fresh like January 2021, what would you tell yourself to prepare for, like, to the present?
Prepare to be isolated. I found myself like I really just have a hard time like speaking to people as of recent. I'm aware of it and I understand it, but I understand if people don't. Like either that's people around me or just like really just people around me or just fans. Like they don't see me posting for a little bit. I do get messages like, oh, you know, you're posting soon, like, you know, but I would also tell myself, just do you, bro. Like I can't even tell, like honestly, like I can't even tell my past self anything because this is what was supposed to happen anyway. I don't even want to tell my past self nothing because my past self got me here. So who am I to go back and try and change something when it's like this?
Yeah.
So scratch the last thing I said because he's going to figure it out at some point.
At some point.
If you think about it, it's kind of like a trick question. It's like, what would you tell yourself? I was like, why would I tell him if he's going to figure it out already? A lot of people say, oh, well, he learns quicker, so he'll be able to change. No, you don't know that. I know people that know mad shit, and they're not doing anything. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
don't change the past. You can't, obviously.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I'm trying to think. Do you have anything like? Do you have anything that's been on your mind that you kind of just want to like talk about, or to say to the fans, people that like want to know more about you or just the music or anything like that?
Yeah, a lot of things that I've realized is you start to see the more serious you take yourself, the less people want to like really fuck with you. Like in the beginning when Do That dropped and I was just Artie, I was just Slouch, you know what I mean? I just became Slouch, but I was just Artie and I didn't hold myself as an artist as high as I do now. So like, yeah, people were showing love. I was young, you know, a song went popping, you know, but then like I get older, start taking it a little more seriously. People don't think of this shit as realistic. You know, and like in a society that we live in now, where look at the fucking shit that we built around us. This is what people do all day. You know, like, it's hard for somebody to not understand, like, yo, people really make music off of their voice.
Yeah.
Like, off of being in the studio for 12 hours a day and spending all this money. They make a return on investment at some point, if they take it far enough. You know, my fans not, you know, the support might not be as big as it once was, but the people who do follow me, I appreciate tremendously, because they are like a cult. Like, these people are very loyal to me. And wherever the music goes, bro, it goes, bro. This is, at the end of the day, like, music is my journal, bro. And I've realized this. And people won't understand this, but my life, bro, is told through music. Like, and I am choosing to document my life through my music. This is just my life that I'm documenting. I can give a fuck about money. I can give a fuck about fame at this point. Like, when I die, like, I will not be a memory. I will literally be there. Oh, being played. My voice will be heard for years to come. And if you want to talk about impact, you know what I mean? That's what an impact is right there. To be able to be talked about, heard about. And if I'm dead and people could listen to my music for 10 more years and still get happy or change their mood if they were in a bad mood, that's blood money. I'm making money from the fucking grave. But not necessarily, like, not actual physical currency. I'm talking about, I'm changing these people's lives. Like, yeah. I'm impacting. Like, I'm changing the way these people feel. And that's my goal at the end of the day, bro. That's how it's always been. You know, whichever way, like, I might be showcasing it on Instagram, the mission has always been the same. Is just to inspire people.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Like I said, bro, I love the people who love me now. I feel like just with time, you know, people are just gonna start fucking with it more. You know, they're gonna. I feel like at any point, bro, anybody could blow up from the group, bro. Like, anybody that's around me, bro, anybody could blow up. I'm surrounded by legends, bro. That's another thing too. Not even just people sleeping on me. That's why I'm dropping For the Sleepers. It's because people sleep, and I just want to showcase why you guys sleep. But people also sleep on all my other, bro. They're gifted, bro. These people are better than the top 10s that are on the radio right now, easily. And I'm saying that full confidence. I'm not saying that with no bias. I'm a music listener, and I know what good music sounds like. Anybody, any one of them could blow up. I believe in them. People just need to start believing a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's really about it, bro.
I think it was kind of interesting how, because I feel like a lot of artists, or anyone who just makes stuff, not even just music, can relate to that concept of, it's like, it's really cool when, like, a 12-year-old's, like, really gifted at drawing, but then all of a sudden you become, like, 18, 20, and someone's like, when are you gonna work a desk job? I feel like that is, like, and that's not even just, like, a musician thing. I feel like I know friends that want to be a painter, and it's, like, the same thing. It's like, you can't have a paint shop. You need to, like short numbers or something. I feel like that's, like, a really common thing. And do you think that's just kind of, like, when do you think we're taught that? Do you know what I mean? Like, when do you think that's, like, society just embeds that into us? But when do you think?
I think what happens first, in a lot of cases, is us as the child that has that experience of, oh my God, I want to be a painter, I want to be a singer. They have this inspiration, this motivation to do it as their kid, because one, they have the freedom to. They're not paying any bills. They have a lot of time to themselves because they're being catered to. They live in a house where, you know, it's just them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they have a lot of time to do creation, so that's why their motivation is so high. And that's why adults and other kids, like, they respect it, because why are you going to put that kid through a bad mood?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, let him do his thing, you know. But then what happens is the kid grows up in a society where it's not what he thought it was, and he's not realizing it through his parents. He's realizing it through his own experience of life. And in certain situations, they lose the motivation themselves to continue to do what their passion is, so they start to slow down. They start not to keep progressing. They start not to change. They start not making money, and then the people react to what he's doing. Everyone is a reaction to what you do. So just because off of that demotivation, just because of how he sees the world, and people are coming now, and they're like, oh, it's probably a skunk. They're like, why aren't you working a real job? You know this. You know, you're doing your art thing, but when are you gonna work a real job? Bro, if that kid was making money since he was 7 years old and continued to, no one would say anything.
Yeah.
Where did that motivation go? I really do believe sometimes, for certain people, it starts in themselves. Because like I said, bro, everyone is a reaction to your actions. So, you know, I wish I could just say to all these kids, like, bro, like, just whatever society is, bro, fuck it, bro. You can't do anything about it. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta be you. You gotta do what you gotta do. And it's not fitting. It's not confiding with society. It's surviving. Because what are you gonna do, bro? You see all these fucking celebrities. They live their crazy lives, and then they want to expose the truth, and then they end up dead somewhere. Like, bro, don't even like stress it no more, bro. Make your impact, and that's it.
Would you ever do, just because I guess you were talking about like impacting youth, would you ever want to do like, I don't know, like a music camp, or not something like that, but just something to like inspire, or like some people do like music camps or something like that? I don't know.
I have a vision, bro. I want to do so many things. Like, dude, I've had dreams. Like, I've already wanted to do something like that, where I literally have my classroom set. Like, literally, I literally have my classroom set up. So it's gonna be like imagine a traffic cone upside down.
Okay.
I'm at the very bottom.
What?
Imagine a traffic cone. If you took it like a traffic cone,
yes,
you flipped it upside down.
Got it.
Do you know how the bottom is smaller and
yes,
then it gets bigger, but it's a circle.
See.
I'm in the middle, very in the middle, and I got hundreds of guitar players, hundreds of bass players, hundreds of fucking pianists, hundreds of fucking violinists, hundreds of organ players, like singers, songwriters, and we're all in this room, and I'm teaching everything at once. And people say, well, obviously that's not how school works. I'm like, no, this is my school.
This is my school.
Like, this isn't, this is how I'm going to be teaching it.
Yeah.
That's my dream. Obviously, that's going to be so hard to, like, that's like, come on, like, what are you doing? But
yeah,
I would love for that to be a thing, bro. And I orchestrate everything. We fucking and our music class is making music every day.
Yeah.
And you learn as we go.
Yeah, that's cool.
What I have to charge? I don't know, bro. I really would want to get to a point in life if that actually is a possibility. I wouldn't have to charge people anything.
You'd just be like, so like.
Just literally just pop out.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just pop out and learn.
That is like kind of a dream situation, to have that much funds where it could just be like a public. That's what I kind of sometimes I wish there was like.
The YMCA isn't even fucking free.
The YMCA.
Yeah, but where is this line? I'm gonna interfere with this interview.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Because it's like kind of nuts how this thing
disappeared.
completely disappeared.
Oh, did you not see it? It's in the corner. Lift it up again.
Oh, what? How did you even get over there? What time? Cool.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me fix. Ooh.
I feel like I was rambling a lot just now. I was going ham.
Definitely going ham. But
I didn't want to. Sometimes there's be a lot in my head, bro. I feel like I just be rambling too much.
I don't think. I mean, this is the whole purpose of this situation right now, is for you to ramble.
Yeah, but you know, people be rambling though. Like, people ramble, but very small. Like, I have to use a lot of words.
Your rambles is like a page. Some people ramble for like 2 sentences. You fill a page.
And it's funny because I used to like triple space my essays in school.
I was gonna say, I was like, definitely was like not doing the full essay.
Definitely not. The filter on this fucking podcast right now with the smoke.
Oh yeah, no, that's great.
It looks like an in-shot like display, like default filter smoke.
Yes.
That you don't have to buy the premium version of the app for.
It's like, it's not the but it's there, and it looks cool. It looks good. I'm trying to think. My little checklist is looking pretty good, but do you have anything else that you kind of want to say? Or
do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your dreams. If you have a passion, or if you don't even have a passion, don't give up on yourself, dude. Like, you have to always be in the mindset that you can do anything. Don't zoom in. That's too much. It's too much. Leave it be. No, but all seriousness, guys, like, whoever's watching this, it could be my mom, it could be my aunt. You probably won't even take this seriously, but I'm being honest. This goes out for anybody. The world is a game, and if you want to succeed in it the way that you want to, you have to just continuously do what you have to do. You know, a lot of people are going to get distracted, and a lot of people are going to get altered because of certain situations, and I get that. Listen, we're human. But don't confide. As hard as it is, don't confide. Because that's what everyone wants you to do. Hashtag be different. That's been the hashtag for like 3 years now, ever since I've been rapping. Or like just making music as a whole.
Yeah.
Just hashtag be different. That's it. I think I'm done.
Cool.
Like you getting harder, two going out feel stressed. R.I.P. my father, Marley in my chest. Wake up, get retarded, sleep with no regrets. Yeah, I just left the party with a Barbie and her bestie. Don't know what to call it, I guess already interesting.